guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll be fixing up two of my dolls that I received in my previous haul. So this is number 51 and this is number 66. So they're not really that TLC, they just need to get their hair brushed and their vinyl of course cleaned up. Their limbs are really tight, so I don't need to tighten their limbs. So thank God I really don't enjoy doing that since it's so hard to restuff them for some reason. And yeah, by the way, number 66 is my first doll with perma panties, so I'm very excited to have her. And actually, a controversial opinion, I really don't mind the perma panties. I actually prefer them. I wish EG will bring back the perma panties. Now, I know that people are not really that fond of them since they think that because of the perma panties, some of their dolls cannot wear certain clothes like swimsuits because it shows under the swimsuits, and if the dress or the pants that they're wearing is a bit thin, it shows through the pants. But for me, I don't mind it. I really like it anyway. I don't put my dolls in swimsuits, so it's not really a problem for me. And I really like it because I have a lot of second-hand dolls without underwear. And to be quite honest, a lot of my dolls do not have underwear because it's really such a pain to buy underwear for each one of them. And since sadly, most of them come to me without any underwear. So I wish AG will bring back the perma panties. And I also don't notice anything with regard to how they're shaped because some are saying that perma panties dolls do not have the right shape. They don't have a butt to be quite honest, and I don't really see it. I think people are just nitpicking on this. They just want to complain or they just don't want AG to change. Change is inevitable, so there's nothing more permanent here in the world than change. But anyway, speaking of butts, since we mentioned that a lot of people are complaining because the perma panties are imagine having that kind of problem. But anyway, so there is a new subreddit, or at least new to me, that I was not aware of. Like it's similar to Am I the Asshole? So those who are rejected, I think, in Am I the Asshole are placed here in Am I the Buttface? So yeah, so we'll be reading from Am I the Buttface? Let's start with this one. It's really interesting. Am I the Buttface for banning the use of my bathroom? Okay, let's see. From the looks of the title, I know it seems pretty self-explanatory, but apparently, it's not as cut and dry as it seems. I, 20 female, live with my mother, 50 female, and we take care of my mother's mother, 80 female. So weird that she can't just say her grandmother, but anyway, it's a crowded house, which means I rarely get time to myself unless I stay in my room all day, which I do unless I'm at work. Lately, my uncle has gotten into the wonderful habit of randomly showing up and expecting me and my mother to help with yard work. It's incredibly frustrating because most of the time, he comes to bring his kids, one of which has a wonderful habit of going to places she shouldn't. My room houses the only other toilet in the house, so if the main one is occupied, people have to go to my room to use the bathroom, which was fine until my cousin wandered into my room and decided she wanted to watch TV. She climbed onto my bed, PS4 controller fell up in the process. No big deal, shit happens, I get it. What I do not understand is what possessed this child to break my old cat's football. It sat comfortably on a nightstand and I usually kept things in it like my keys or stray coins. When my cat died, she lost her collar, so I didn't get to keep that. What I did get to keep was her ceramic food bowl that I kept next to me on the nightstand. When I found the shattered pieces on the floor, I tried to remain composed when I told my uncle what happened. I told him that if she's going to use the bathroom in my room, please have an adult accompany her so she doesn't break things. He told me that he couldn't keep his eyes on her 24/7, and if I was going to be that way, that I should have gone with her. Here's where I am supposedly an asshole. I made the rules simple enough for them to understand. No one, when my uncle is over, gets to go into my room. I thought I was just setting a boundary, but now my aunt is telling me that she thinks I'm an asshole because it's the only other bathroom in the house and that I'm acting this way because I don't like kids. I feel like I'm going stir crazy because of this argument with how many times she's thrown it back at me. All I literally asked was for them to keep an eye on their kids when they were in my room, and they basically blew me off. I managed to fix the bowl and I keep it inside the nightstand. But I still have easily breakable things like keepsakes my dad gave me before he died. I don't want an unsupervised child in my room. So, am I the buttface? I don't think that you're the buttface, since I think it's very entitled of your uncle and aunt to expect you to take care of their children or at least make sure that their children does not break anything in your room. I think since it's your room, it's not really part of the house per se, that it's not a common area. Letting them use your bathroom out of being considerate, out of kindness, but it's not really your responsibility to share your bathroom. And I don't know why your uncle is going to your house to, I don't know, you mentioned that he's out there asking people to help with the yard. I really don't know what this is, but anyway, I just think that your uncle is being very unreasonable. And I'm not sure, but you didn't really mention it. But if they have any children who is old enough to look after the younger ones, so how come they can just tell these kids, the older kids, to look after the younger ones so that younger ones will not destroy or break things inside your room? And to be quite honest, if this was me, if I was the OP and people are coming and going inside my room just because of there's a bathroom inside my room, I would probably lock my room. I'm not really comfortable with people getting inside my room. If you don't know, I still live in my parents' house, and my sister, my brother-in-law, and her kid lives with us. I'm just very fortunate that my niece knows her boundaries, so she knows never to get inside my room without me knowing. And anyway, they don't really like my room because it's full of dolls and they're really not that fond of dolls. They're kind of scared of it, which is an advantage to me. Good, be scared, so stay away because I don't really like people to get inside my room. Like the OP, I'm just concerned that they might break something, they might touch something, and definitely my dolls are off limits. So no one is allowed to touch my dolls. Except for me, of course, so I can touch my dolls. But yeah, so I think that this OP is not the butt face. So definitely they have the right to allow or forbid anyone from getting inside the room because that's their room. Okay, so that's it. So let's move on to the next story. So the next story is titled, Am I the butt face for not wanting to quit gaming? Me, 25 male, and my girlfriend, 25 female, got into some heated argument as of late in regards to gaming. I know she's always hated the fact I did game, but I guess she sort of tolerated it. A couple of days ago, she confronted me about it and asked if she could take away my PlayStation, at least for a while in order for me to detox. She said it was a childish hobby and that it was time for me to finally outgrow it and act like the man she wanted me to be. She claimed it was an addiction and I would be better off without it in my life. I disagreed, told her it was just a hobby that I enjoyed very much, just like she enjoys to read her books. I refused to give the PS to her and that she didn't get to dictate how I should spend my free time. While I do agree gaming has its downside, I would argue that there is nothing wrong with it as long as you keep it under control and not let it get in the way of your responsibilities. She didn't like the response and said she felt extremely hurt that I was seriously going to value gaming over her. Things are tense at the moment and she doesn't really want to talk to me. I'm afraid she's going to break up with me over this and that is definitely not worth it to me, so I'm considering selling the PS if I can save the relationship. But on the other hand, I'm also wondering if this isn't a red flag for me in the future. So definitely, you're not the butt face in this, and this is a red flag. So this girlfriend is very controlling. Like, what the F? So how come she's dictating what you should do? I really think that you should pick your own hobby. Okay, so if she thinks that you're overdoing it, she's welcome to offer her opinion, but that's just it. Whether you take it or not is up to you. And you mentioned that it's not like you're really addicted to it. So you love to do gaming, and who is she anyway to dictate or to say what is appropriate for a grown man to enjoy on his free time? Me, I enjoy playing with my dolls. I enjoy customizing dolls and collecting dolls. So some people might say that it's not really appropriate for me since I'm definitely not a kid. So I'm a mature adult, and also I'm not really female because most people would think that doll collecting is for females. But all things aside, so who are they to dictate what I should do or not do? If I want to collect dolls, that's my business. Not like I'm stealing my dolls or other people's lives are being affected when I collect dolls. He should do is really consider if this relationship is worth salvaging. If I was in his position, I would rather break up with this girlfriend than do it later. Because she sounds like a really controlling person, manipulating him, trying to gaslight him, trying to use her affection against him, making him feel sad and uncomfortable because she doesn't want him to continue playing with his games and she wants him to get rid of his PlayStation. He should just break up with this bitch because she's so controlling and she's bad news. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Okay, so that's it. Let's go ahead and read this other story. So this is going to be the last story for this. I hope that this is going to be just a short one. So this is titled, Am I the Buttface for what I said to my partner? Let's see. This may seem quite petty, but it's something that's been annoying me, so I just wanted to know what other people think. I was grocery shopping with my partner and we were grabbing some cheese, and my partner asked which one I wanted. And I just said it's best to go for cheddar since we're planning on doing cheeseburgers for dinner, so it would go well. She then picks up mozzarella and says she thinks it will be better because you get more. It was a 15 grams difference. She picked the mozzarella, then we kept going around the shop. We needed milk, so I just grabbed the milk like I normally get, and she again stops me and says she prefers full fat instead of semi-skimmed, which we usually get. She then does the same thing when I grab another item, and I just ask what's the point of her asking me. She asked what I meant, and I just pointed out she keeps asking me to pick things, and then as soon as I do, she chooses something different. I just said there's no point actually asking me because every time I voice my opinion, she deliberately ignores it and goes for something else. I asked if she was expecting me to pay for any of it, and she said yes, and I just told her that surely I should get a say in the things we're getting, and she just repeated the different reasons why she chose what she did. I just repeated that it's not really fair to think she can choose everything we're buying, but then he still expects me to pay for at least half of it, and just said I should actually have a say in the food we're buying. She said I was overreacting and that I was starting an argument over nothing. I told her it wasn't over nothing. It was over the fact that she completely disregards my opinion and preferences. So am I the buttface for what I said to my partner? Absolutely not. You're not the buttface. So this bitch, your girlfriend, is really annoying me. Like, what the F? So, again, like you said, you're paying for at least half of the grocery. So, definitely, okay, my favorite word, definitely. So, you should have a say of what you're going to buy. So, what? Is she the expert? Is she a chef? Okay, if she's a chef and she knows better, then how come she still expects you to come along with her and she keeps asking your opinion when in the end it's always her opinion that matters? Like, the F with that. So I'm not going to stand with this. If this is my partner, I'm going to tell them off. Tell them that, okay, since it's your opinions and you're the one who decides over everything that we're going to buy, then you might as well pay for it as well. Okay, so that's okay with me, since you're going to choose whatever you want to eat, and in my opinion doesn't matter anyway. So just pay for it. So don't expect me to shell out cash or to pay for anything, since you're not really taking my opinion, and you're not really taking in consideration what I want. Like, what if I really wanted to have the cheddar instead of this the mozzarella? Okay, so I guess it's kind of petty. It's a small thing, but still, if I wanted red, okay, and then you pick up blue because that's what you want, then I'm going to slap you on the across the face. Because, okay, how come your opinion matters more than me? It's not like, if you're the one who's paying for everything, then that's fine, because again, whoever has the money is the king. Think about breaking up with this bitch because she's controlling again. I don't know what's up with these controlling people who seems to think that they can manipulate everyone in their vicinity, or that they can, be the one who's always going to law in the relationship. Okay, but anyway, so I guess that's it for this video. So I hope that you enjoyed my very, very emotional outburst. But stay tuned for more videos. So I'm still waiting for my other packages to arrive. Hopefully I'll arrive by next week or this coming week. So I'll be doing more unboxing, and of course I'll be doing more Reddit stories while I'm cleaning up my dolls. I still have a few to clean up and customize, so I'm really excited about that. And if you haven't already, please make sure to follow me on Instagram. So my Instagram is totallydolls13. I also have a TikTok, totallydolls. So please follow me there as well. Alright, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and have a nice day. Bye-bye!